Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So this video is about discussing the lunar eclipse that happens today or tonight in India and across the world, and its implications for the various moon signs. Okay. And before we get into the meat of the topic, kindly subscribe to the channel if you have not done that already. And if you find this content useful for your friends and family, please share it with them. Okay. So lunar eclipses are all about continuation of cycles. They are all about getting results. Okay. And whether you get a bad result, around an eclipse or a good result around an eclipse, it's a good way to measure your progress in this game of life. Okay. And when you get results, it means that if you get good results, it means that whatever decisions you have taken or whatever plans you have implemented, those are on track with your, with the greater purpose of your soul. And if you have gotten bad results, it means that it's time to pause and relook at things and why they are not working for you. Okay. So lunar eclipses do not, unlike solar eclipses that mean the end of the cycle, lunar eclipse is a way to, lunar eclipses are times rather to look at the progress you have made in this game of life. Okay. And depending on how good or bad results you have got, you need to make a course correction regarding whatever you have been doing or whatever you are doing while playing this game of life. Okay. So when we look at a lunar eclipse, we have to understand which planets are influencing the eclipse. Okay. And if you look at the eclipse chart, let me share the screen. Look at the eclipse chart. Then you see the eclipse is in the sign of Aries. Okay. And all the planets that are influencing the eclipse become very, very important. Okay. So look at this, you look at this chart and you see all the planets, okay, except Venus is influencing the eclipse. Okay. So if you look at the planets that are influencing the eclipse, okay, you see the sun, which is directly aspecting the eclipse house, right? Ketu, Mars, Mercury, all aspecting the eclipse house. Saturn is aspecting the eclipse house. Okay. So it means that all the planets except Venus, they are, they are, it is influencing the eclipse in one way or the other. Okay. And whenever, Mars is influencing an eclipse, it means that there will be violence. Okay. If you're getting good results, it means that you have fought for what you have believed in, for whatever you have believed in, you have fought for that, and you have gotten good results. If you have not gotten good results around this eclipse, if you're not getting good results around this eclipse, then it means that, you are using the force of Mars in the wrong direction. Okay. Again, you look at Saturn influencing the eclipse, and when Mars and Saturn influence an eclipse together, it forms a yoga, which is known as Mudha Yoga. Okay. The translation for Mudha in Sanskrit is idiot. Okay. So most of us, would get results during this eclipse which are not aligned with the higher purpose of our souls. Okay. We'll get results because we have, messed up while taking certain decisions or while going in certain directions. Okay. It's going to happen to all of us. Okay. Saturn represents those things which are not going to work. Okay. Saturn represents things that don't work anymore in your life. All right. So what it means is this eclipse will show you a lot of, a lot of deals that did not go according to plan. A lot of, a lot of things which, a lot of decisions which have not gotten, which did not go as per your, as per your plan, because Mercury is involved. So Mercury is making a deal with yourself. Look at the sun. Sun is the self, and Mercury and sun being involved, it means whatever decisions you had taken for yourself, for your well-being or for your greater good, those are not going to work. Okay. Jupiter being involved in the eclipse, it means that this eclipse is going to impact your happiness factor. It could be in a positive way, it could be in a negative way. Okay, so what the involvement of Jupiter, it shows that if you are, whatever decisions you have taken regarding, for yourself, whatever deals you have made with yourself or with others, all those things had one purpose, and that is your happiness. So if you have gotten good results, of course your happiness is going to be enhanced. If you have gotten bad results, it means, those decisions, you need to relook at them and make, and do course correction, change your pathway, or change your, change whatever direction you have taken in your life. Okay, similarly, you look at the nodes which are also influenced under the, which are also under, as which are also being a part of this eclipse. Rahu, it represents those things which are alien to you, things that you need to learn. Okay, things that you have no idea about, and you need to go out there in the world and learn those things. That is Rahu. And similarly, Ketu, you need, while learning those things, you need to take the help of those things which you are already familiar with. Okay, so obviously, depending on the moon sign and depending upon your personal chart as well, okay, this eclipse is going to give you different results. And whenever this, whenever this Mudha yoga is forming because of, because of eclipse, then it's time to take your hands off from whatever you are doing and take a pause and have a good look, or have a relook at the decisions that you have taken, since the last 6 months to the last 1 year. Okay, hands off. All right, so when you do your hands off, it means you are no longer being an idiot. You're just waiting to see what has gone wrong and what can be done to improve the situations, the circumstances you'll be facing because of this eclipse. Okay, so if you look at the, if you look at the results for all the moon signs, for Aries, of course, the eclipse is for Aries moon, the eclipse is happening in the first house. Okay, so to make yourself happy, you need to explore those things which are unknown to you. Okay, maybe you need to learn a new skill. Maybe you need to, maybe you need to upgrade your personality. Maybe you need to update your personality as such. Maybe you need to take certain decisions which you have kept it pending. Okay, and maybe you need to fight for a few things which you believe are right for you, but are, but you're not finding support from your parents or from your friends. So you need to learn new things regarding the first house. That means the house of the self. Okay, the first house is all about yourself. Maybe there are certain things that you wanted to always do, but you have kept it pending. Now, this is the time to pause and think what sort of things you have kept it pending, and then go for that. Okay, maybe you have kept a decision pending which is impacting your life in a negative way. This is the time to pause and rethink and take that decision accordingly. Okay, for Taurus, the eclipse is happening in the 12th house. Okay, so the things related to the 12th house, they are no longer going to work. Okay, maybe you are going through a bad marriage and you are wanting to, you're wanting to break the marriage, but you're not able to take a decision. So this is the time to take that decision. Okay, maybe you are trying to, maybe you're trying to settle in a foreign country, but something is not working out. So it's a time to rethink and reevaluate your strategies that you have taken for the last, 6 months to 1 year. Okay, maybe you have been trying to go on a pilgrimage which is not happening. You need to understand why it is not happening. Maybe it is because of your mistake. Okay, maybe you are, you are battling a disease which has not been detected. So it's time to maybe change your doctor, maybe change your, maybe have a health insurance policy, maybe go to another doctor, maybe go to another hospital to have a better idea about yourself, about your body. Okay, for Gemini, this eclipse is happening in the 11th house. So all the things that are related to your friends, all the things that are related to your network circles, they are, you will be forced to relook at those things. Okay, maybe you need to change your network, or maybe you need to expand your network. Maybe you have been wanting to expand your network for a long time, but you're not being able to do it. Maybe you're trying to leave a network and come into another network. Maybe you're trying to reach out to a friend, which you are not doing. Or maybe you have already reached out, but you have realized that whatever you wanted from your network, you are not achieving it. So this is a time to relook at those things and see how, how you can reshuffle them as per your requirement, as per your understanding. For Cancer, this eclipse is happening in the 10th house of work. So you might, all of a sudden, you might have second thoughts about whatever you are doing. You might have second thoughts about how you want to proceed via your work. You might want to change your work, and that could be for the better. Remember, okay, that could be change in job or change in work does not always mean for the bad. It could be for the better. Maybe you're looking at a hike which you have not received, and now you are being called, you're working at an organization, you have not received a hike in that organization, and now you are looking to go to some other organization where you're getting a better salary, or maybe double the salary of whatever you are getting. Maybe you are trying to implement a business idea which you have kept it pending for long, and now this is the time to implement that business idea. Maybe you have kept something pending, some work pending, maybe some project pending, which is now which now requires or now demands your attention. Okay. For Leo, this eclipse is happening in the 9th house, right? For Leo moon, this eclipse is happening in the 9th house. So whatever, maybe your father wants you to learn new things. Maybe you have to learn new things to, to better understand your relationship with your father. Maybe your boss wants you to upskill. Maybe maybe your boss wants you to learn a new skill so that he or she can give you a hike. Okay, maybe you are required to learn a new skill at work. Maybe you have been planning to go for higher education, maybe a degree like a PhD, which you have kept pending, and now this is the time to take a decision regarding that. Maybe you're looking to clear a higher, you are looking to clear some exam at the university which you have not cleared previously. So now this is the time to attempt it. Okay, maybe you're looking to travel somewhere, maybe settle abroad, or maybe go on a on a holiday. Maybe you're looking to take a break from your work. Okay, whatever it is related to the 9th house, you'll be challenged regarding those parts of your life. Okay, those areas of your life. For Virgo, this eclipse is affecting your 8th house, right? And of course, there could be some issues coming from inheritance. There could be some issues coming from your in-laws. There could be some issues coming from your father-in-law, particularly. Okay, some male member of your in-laws. You could, maybe you're looking to get married, and then, your so-called in-laws are not agreeing to your marriage, and you're planning to be violent against that. Okay, maybe you all of a sudden you encounter some vehicular accident because Mars is involved in this eclipse. Okay, so if you're a Virgo moon, then be very, very careful regarding whatever you are, regarding whatever vehicles you ride. Okay, maybe you are a biker and you are planning to go on a trip. Be very careful, have your insurance in place. Maybe you're trying to invest money in the stock, then maybe you lose money in that, in that investment in the stock market. Okay, so be very careful with your investments, be very careful with your money, be very careful with accidents, as well as especially vehicular accidents and fire related accidents. Okay, so this is about the first 6 signs that we covered in this video. In the next part of this video, I'm going to reveal the results of the other signs, okay, from Libra till Pisces. So that's it from me. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you have not done that already, and I'll see you soon in the other part of this video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namaha.